Hey guys, Mixxel here. Today we are benchmarking some games with the AMD RADEON RX 6800. My test system is 8700K, clocked at 4.9 GHz, 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance 32 MHz RAM, Asus Strix C370 motherboard, and a power supply of 850 watts. The first game I'm going to show you is PUBG. Here is everything set to ultra. I'm playing at 1440p. So you can see here we have about 120 to 150 FPS in-house. But in this game, I think it's the game, but sometimes we get a stuttering like this one. There we drop to about 50 FPS. It's noticeable. When we are in the open world here, it's about 110 to 120 FPS at all time. I know this just is average FPS, not minimums or lows, but so quite you get the idea of where the GPU is. Next game here is H. It's not a special game, but I play it a lot, so why not have it in my benchmark? Here you can see we have about 200 FPS all time, so it's good. Good graphics cards in this game. Yeah, it's very smooth. Next up is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I had benchmarked this game in another video. Everything's set to ultra high, 1440p. So the average FPS here is about 80. Very smooth. This game is a sponsored AMD title, so it's performed very well in this. This GPU is performing very well in this game. I think the Big Brother 6800 XT is beating the 390, I think, but I haven't tested, so I don't know. I heard some rumors about that. You can see here it's about 83 FPS average, so it's a very good average FPS in 1440p. Next up is Call of Duty Warzone. Everything here is set to ultra or high. I haven't put a Raytracing on yet, but I'm going to do that. So you can see here is about 120 to 140 FPS at all time. So it's very good. Very smooth experience. It's no lagging or no tearing at any point. Now I'm going to set Raytracing on. But this Raytracing in this game is only in shadows, so it's not the performance in the rest of the game. So we have the high FPS because of it's just hitting the shadows. Next game is Battlefield 5. Here is everything set to ultra, 1440p. and we have about 110 to 120 FPS at all time. It's a very smooth experience. I recommend to not play in ultra when you're playing this game. Set it to high. You gain about 5 to 10 FPS just on that, and it looks the same. Still some bugs in this game. So I hope the next Battlefield game is super smooth, because of the graphics here is very nice. Now I'm going to set the DX12 and Raytracing on. Everything is set to ultra. And now we get about 50 FPS at all time. And now the frame rate is dropping all the time. We have stuttering and tearing and yeah, everything. So it's not a smooth experience. I don't recommend anybody to play when it's like this, because it's not a smooth experience. I recommend to have 60 FPS at all time. So here you must set the settings to medium, I think, to have Raytracing on. Next game is Control. Here's everything set to high. Raytracing off. And we gain about 70 to 80 FPS at all time. Super smooth. Like this game a lot. But I don't think this game is so optimized for AMD graphics card. Now I set the Raytracing to high. And you can see now we gain about 30 FPS at all time. And it's feel not so smooth. I don't recommend to play this low FPS. So now I'm going to set not Raytracing, but the settings to medium to try and level it out. But we gain about 1 to 2 FPS maybe. But still it's stuttering and not a smooth experience. And now I'm putting the Raytracing to medium. And we gain about 10 more FPS. So now we are in 40 to 45 FPS at all time. It's better now with the FPS, but it's not smooth enough for me. So in this game I'm not playing with the Raytracing on. Unless you have a RTX 3000 series card. Or 2080 Ti or something. The last thing I'm going to show you here is only stress testing the GPU. I'm using Heaven Benchmark. And I'm using MC Afterburner in the bottom here, and AMD the program AMD have to the left. And you can see here we have a clock speed about 2000 to 2300. I haven't overclocked the GPU here. The temperature never get over 70 degrees, so it's a good cooling system in this card. So give it a thumbs up if you like this video. My opinion of this card is the card is great, but the price point, I think it's a bit too high. You can instead buy a 3070 and get more out of the RTX games. But it's a great card, but it's a bit too high on price, I think. Yeah, give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and I see you in the next one.